Hi everyone, my name's Adam. I decided to do a commentary for this walkthrough for Darkfall Beta. I've been in the beta for a little while now, and I decided to make this video to show what it's like when you first create a character and log into the game. So right now I'm just looking through the different races. And we'll go ahead and make a human. As you can see, the sliders don't work. They don't change the color of either the hair or the skin tone. So I'll just go ahead and choose some random facial features. That looks okay. Let's go ahead and enter the game. As you can see on the screen, and then also when I actually get into the game, it's a little washed out because it's dark, so I increased the brightness. So as I enter the game, this guy just got hit by one of the lightning bolts, laser beams, from the guard towers, and somebody ganked him, which that's the skill name, is actually gank, when you land a killing blow on somebody to make them die and not just lay there gasping for life. Even though it's not really ganking, that's what they call it in the game. So just looking through the menu here, there's the usual stats, backpack, skills, etc. The first thing I have to do when logging into the game, which I didn't show in the video because it just takes too long, is adjust the video settings, because they seem to reset every time I log in, and also adjust the key bindings because they're not saved on the account, they're saved per character. Yeah, and sorry about the black bars on the screen. I just want to block out any identifiable information, so you have to excuse those. So there's a guy chopping a tree to my right there, and I'll run up the ramp and go talk to one of the merchants. As you can see, I'm sprinting now, moving a little bit quicker. There is a sprint button that you have to hold down in order to sprint, and constantly holding it down gets a little old after the first 5 or 10 minutes of having to do it. So as you can see, there's some skills here. All the skills are pretty expensive, at least a couple hundred gold per skill, and then there's also the weapons you can purchase and armor. The noises going on in the background is people using magic missile to raise their magic magery skill, lesser magic skill. It's kind of ridiculous in my opinion, because you run around and there's just people shooting magic all over the place. Plus the audio is not very directional. I'm not sure if it's just not optimized for my speaker setup, but even when somebody is a couple hundred feet away from you, it still sounds like they're fighting and shooting magic right next to you a lot of times. So it's hard to pinpoint exactly where the sound is coming from sometimes. So I just put the rest skill on the hotbar. In order to use anything that's on the hotbar, you have to first click the corresponding number, and then click the right mouse or left mouse button, the mouse 1 button, in order to actually execute that skill. And when you're fighting, you pretty much just spam the mouse 1 over and over until you or whatever you're fighting dies. Later on, you can purchase skills related to certain weapons, but I found most of them pretty useless and take up too much stamina to be useful, because the combat in the game pretty much boils down to whoever runs out of stamina first loses. But I have found that the knockback skills are pretty effective, so those are definitely worth purchasing. This goblin's attacking me, so I'll run up and see if I can kill it. And as you can see here, this is why you have to have a range skill in the game, because everything runs away from you when it gets low on health. And you have to waste a lot of stamina to catch up to them, to actually kill them. I lost him for a second there. Oh, there he is. So, as you can see, this gentleman just ran over to help me kill the goblin, and I inadvertently hit him with my leaf blade, which has turned me into a rogue. So if he wanted to, he could just kill me now. But it looks like he's a nice guy, so he's just gonna back off and go on his way. And that's also pretty much how the PKs work in the game. And the easiest way to make money, honestly, is to just run up behind somebody when they're fighting a monster. Even if they're halfway through the swing, they'll still hit you. They'll turn gray, or they'll turn rogue, and you can kill them freely. Especially if they're already damaged from the monster, it's a lot, and you can start hitting them in the back while the monster's hitting them in the front. It's a lot easier. They take a lot more damage. You take a lot more damage when you're being hit in the back, and even more if you're resting. So that's pretty much how I made a lot of money and was able to outfit my main character, was by PKing people in this very rude manner. Cowardly, if you will. So since I'm a rogue, this gentleman decided he wants to attack me, so I have to get out of the menus here. Unsheathed my weapons, see if I can survive this battle, even though I'm already low on health and stamina. Stamina does not regenerate on its own, neither does health or mana. You have to rest in order to regain your stats. You can see some of the sound effects are really loud, some are really soft. There's really not an equalization for the sounds. So fast forward a little bit, and I'll have to rest in order to regain my health and stamina. You can buy starting gear that you won't lose, such as a magic wand and a bow, a different weapon, but I don't have any gold to do that with, so I'll have to wait until I can earn some money. This concludes part 1 of 3 for the new player walkthrough, Darkfall Beta. Part 2 should be up shortly. Thanks for watching.